Yesterday, I tried to do a video on this, and I got so outraged I couldn't even keep it coherent, because that's how mad it makes me. Are we talking about Trump? Not directly, but, well, I've seen an uptick in shitty comments calling me a drunk because dry mouth and fibromyalgia. Apparently, I'm not the one getting the worst of it. I've seen several comments from different disabled, I hate the word bloggers or influencers, like disabled people being disabled on the web. And the worst one I've seen so far was for a lovely woman who had a beautiful wheelchair and she was dressed all nice, and someone told her, "This is why Hitler started with you guys first." Now, I know it's trendy to name drop Hitler because we've just given up pretending we're not racist as a people. But Jesus Christ. You just know the person, I'm pretty sure it was a man who left it, was exactly the type who would say they're family-oriented and love Jesus Christ. And they're conservative. Look, I know Republicans haven't been saying the quiet part loud enough that they want us done away with, but they're working really hard at it, and don't think I'm giving Democrats too much credit, because outside of heroic Senator Duckworth, for the most part, they either genuinely forget about us or they're just being really smart and keeping their mouths shut about how they want to get rid of us. But if you recall, before COVID hit, Trump literally had pretty much declared war on disabled people. He wanted to make reviews automatically for everybody, which would have been a massive clusterfuck. Never mind, as you know, most people are reviewed every 2 to 5 years, depending. And then he wanted to make it every year you had to be reviewed to prove you're really disabled. And all I can think of, there was some guy who left a comment after that had been said, and he said, "Nope, still missing an arm." So fucking stupid. I mean, if, they could organize in the slightest, not to kill us off, but, to actually help us, you could put people who will not have limbs grow back, people who have literal spinal damage and can never walk. Then you could put us people with chronic illnesses and whatnot that maybe we could come back from this, but probably not. And frankly, that's the group I'm in already. They already have a few groups like that because they think I could recover. I think it's awful nice of them to have such faith in me. I don't believe that will happen. But anyways, I mean, these people aren't new to social media, these asshole types. They know exactly how to swipe up, block, mute, all the things across all the social media, so you don't have to see a certain kind of content. And really, when they say they don't want to see us and they make those snide comments, it's because they think disability and illness is like a contagious disease, and seeing it scares them because they know one good car accident, one good illness, and they might be there with us. Not to say disabled people really are disabled because they're bad, no matter how many Christians like to try. Hi, Mom. But that's their logic, and that's why they're just the fucking worst. I mean, look, I don't like Republicans. This has been said up and down. Do you think I follow them and leave hateful comments if it's just a comment like, "Oh yeah, let's go red"? I mean, if it's like a hateful racist comment, I might tell them to fuck off. But otherwise, if it's just them existing, no, I don't go tell them how they're inbred hicks. I just move along. I block and I go about my day. Because that's what grown-ups do. But I've got to really hand it to this world right now that we're finally at the point we're just not even going to pretend we've evolved when it comes to disabled people. We're not even going to pretend the worst thing you can do is say, "Oh, go to church, maybe that'll be a miracle." I mean, that's still pretty shitty, don't get me wrong. But the people who are like, "Yeah, Hitler was right to off you guys first. For starters, I didn't think we were first. I mean, it was a combo of dissidents, Jews, Romani people, and disabled people. Then it blossomed to pretty heavily Jewish, but the rest of those were still in there too, so they don't even know their damn history. Never mind if you're familiar with the United States history on disability. We weren't doing much better. If a child was born disabled, they might just be left to die. If you somehow made it to an older age and you became disabled, depending on your situation and your family, you could be very well locked up and imprisoned in a sanatorium with no cleanliness, no nothing. So let's not pretend it's just Hitler, and maybe just stop being assholes.